Hello, good evening. This is Tanya Barbie of I Am Still a Rose. I'd like to bring to you tonight a little interesting story about being highly favored, and the other one will be about you think he like you? So for starters, hey Michael. For starters, I would like to talk about just that, being highly favored. I have, like I'm sure many, have had some rocky roads in my lifetime. About 5 years ago, I didn't know how I was going to make it out of a marriage. And I didn't think how in the world a 40, almost 50-year-old person was going to be able to take care of a youngster by herself. And I don't know what I was tripping about because I had been down that road before, but I wasn't this much older. And it was hard for me to fathom how I was going to do it. And on top of that, that same little boy that I had to raise, that I'm raising now, I was told by my gynecologist that he wasn't going to last because I was so old when I gave birth to him. And I don't mean to offend anybody in the 40s and the 50s. It's just that the doctors say in the late mid-40s, if you're having a child, there are going to be complications. They expect complications. So in my case, I feel so highly favored because my child now is 12. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. I actually thought that was going to be the hardest thing in my life, to raise a little boy on my own, at my age, with all the things that I had on my plate as it was. And a lot of times that's why women stay in bad relationships, because they don't see how in the world they're going to make it on their own. They don't understand. They don't even fathom raising a child or raising children on their own when they're so accustomed with a spouse in the house with them. So they stay put and they accept things as it is. Well, because of reasons that are unbelievable, I couldn't stay where I was. So I wrote about it because going through that ordeal, I wanted to share with others and the little girl inside, owning my role in my own pain, what I actually went through. It was the most scariest moments in my life because I had a really tough job bringing in visitors for a president of a university. You can't make a mistake because that could be a national disaster. So you have to be 99% on it. So all this was going on, closing the door on my relationship all this was going on, closing the door on the relationship while I was raising this little boy. So to make a long story short, I titled this Highly Favored because we went through some hard times. I almost lost everything I had. I almost lost my house. I did lose my car. I thought I was going to lose my job because I was crying every day. I didn't have any money. Things were just going downhill 24/7. I just didn't know how I was going to do any of it. And in about, I would say, the last within 5 years, I was struggling. I didn't know what was going to happen. But I took the first step, and that was get out of the way of my feelings, get out of the way of being angry, get out of the way of being upset, being out of the way of accusing myself of being not too smart. It was a trying time for me, and I didn't know how I was going to get out of it. Hey, everybody. Hey. So it was a struggle, you guys. It was a struggle to raise a child, not know where money was going to come from, not know if the electricity was going to be on or off, worrying about things from day to day, trying to keep a happy face for a happy little boy. And things started working for me because I took the first step. I got the predator out of my home, and I took a chance. I said, I can do this. It's going to be hard, things are going to be tight, but I can do this. And things did work out. And tonight, it was a struggle, you guys. It was a struggle, but I decided I didn't want to struggle anymore. And I was going to do everything in my power, from prayer to taking action to make my life better and to not go further downward, because I felt like I was already as far as I could go downward. And I knew there was nowhere I could go but upward. And I was willing to put in the work to go forward. And I'm starting to see the benefits of taking those first steps. And that's why I titled the beginning of this, Highly Favored. Tonight we had to go take pictures, my 12-year-old and I. I didn't get the other children involved, schedule conflicts. But when I saw my baby boy tonight, I saw the struggle. I didn't see it in him. I felt it. And I had to get myself together because we were at church. First Baptist Highland Park is where we go to church, and they were having family picture night. They're scheduling it for the next 2 months or so. And tonight was our night. And I looked at him, and the lady had us take all these poses, and we had our arms folded. We looked at each other. We had the framed picture, framed faces and so forth. It was a lot of fun, but I looked at my child and I said, oh my God, the things I went through to keep him from going through. He hasn't missed a beat. He misses his father. But outside of that, he hasn't missed anything else, because I took that first step and I decided to make a difference in his life, and I decided to be a conqueror. So I saw him tonight, and he was dressed up. He dressed himself in his suit and had a white shirt on, and going to be some nice pictures to share. And I looked at him, and the lady said that the photographer said we could put a caption at the bottom. So Zachary, of course, said, Mom, let's put 2018. I'm like, no, we need a caption. And I looked at him again, and I said, highly favored. Highly favored. Because we have been through some things, and God has blessed us. God has blessed us through those things. And we have a tendency to focus on all the bad in our lives, all the issues in our lives. But I've decided to focus on the fact that we are highly favored. God has blessed us with life. God has blessed us with a home. God has blessed us with utilities. God has blessed us with a vehicle, food in the refrigerator. He makes honor roll. I do well at my job. I have a job, thank God. Highly favored. So I want to put out there to everyone that's watching to focus on your blessings. Focus on the steps you've made to become a better person. Hey, Francine. Francine and I go way back. 30, 40, almost 35 years. 30 years, Francine. And all the work that we do for our children, how we raise them, how we struggle, how we do what we have to do to make things work for them. Highly favored. God blesses us to have just what we need to take care of who we need to take care of. And we should focus on just that, the fact that He blesses us with what we need to do what we need to do. Highly favored. And I am highly appreciative of the fact that all I had to do was take the first step. Now, the first step, ladies, is making a decision to get the person out of your life who's not fulfilling what you need to be fulfilled. And I'm not talking about lust. I'm talking about taking care of your children, taking care of your family, being there to be a provider, to help you provide. Because nobody's ever had to provide for me. I've always worked hard. I've worked since I was 14. But it's always nice to have a partner to help you through all of this. And that's why I want to lead into, do you think he likes you? Well, if you're with a man and he is not a provider in your life, I'm not saying somebody to pay all your bills. I'm not talking about a sugar daddy. I'm talking about if you're with a man in your life and he is not assisting you, he is not there to help you, he is not there to compensate for your shortcomings, and vice versa. Don't think he likes you. If he has to drive your car because he doesn't have a car, I don't think he likes you. If he has to move into your home because he doesn't have a home, I don't think he likes you. If a man really likes you, he's in all the way. He's there to support you. He's there to lift you. He's there to help you do whatever you need to do. He will help you in supporting your dreams. He will help you with your family, your children. If he doesn't have time for you, he doesn't like you. If he eats the food out of your house and doesn't bring any food in your home, he doesn't like you. I didn't say you can't prepare meals for the person that you care about. But if he doesn't have the courtesy to bring something to your home for you to prepare, and you are raising children, he does not like you, because he's technically taking food out your children's mouth. Ladies, when it comes to love, he has to first like you. Don't take for granted that somebody likes you because they're in your home and they're spending time with you. Love and like are action words. They're not nouns. Please don't let anybody speak that to you. Let them show you how they feel about you. They should love you. They should support you. They should honor you. They should respect you. They should treasure the ground that you walk on. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Rodney. They should appreciate you. The problem now is we are accepting people in our lives that do not like us. They do not like us. And when we do that, we start not liking ourselves, and we start not appreciating who we are because we're allowing others to do that. And then our lives just continuously deteriorate because we are with people who do not like us. Ladies, earn the respect by first respecting yourself. Love yourself first. Like yourself. Look in the mirror and talk to yourself about all the beautiful features that God has blessed you with. Each one of us are beautiful in our own right. Don't ever think you're not attractive. Do not ever accept less than you deserve. They do not like you if they don't treat you with respect. They do not like you if they do not honor you. If they come to your house at 11 o'clock at night and say they just missed you, they don't like you. If they come to your home to hang around and they don't provide you with anything to help your living situation better, they do not like you. If they prefer to ride on dates in your car and not their car, they do not like you. I don't care if your car is nicer than theirs. They will insist that they drive you in their car because they're gentlemen. They want to take care of you. Where did all of this go? Where it's the other way around? Where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong where this is okay? Where did we go wrong with ourselves, ladies? Please remember, like and love are action words. They have to show you that they love you. They have to show you that they care for you. They have to honor you. They're not going to see you running outside to go to work and you got ice and snow on your car, and they're in the house in the bed. That ain't love. That ain't even like. They don't care. When they care, they adore you. Now, this same man who doesn't do those things for you, the person that he likes and loves, he does those things for. Because he cares, he likes, he loves that person. So, when you're dating, please don't take the hype. Don't accept the hype. If you hear somebody saying, I love you, baby. Oh, every time I see you. Oh, you just, ooh. Girl, I don't know what I'd do without you. Doesn't that sound good? Doesn't it just give you goosebumps? Don't buy into that. Don't buy into that. If they love you, you will know it. And they may not even have to tell you. Yeah, we like to hear it. But can you imagine hearing it from someone who shows you? Can you imagine how good that feels to hear it from someone who does all those things that I just mentioned? That is true love, my friends. And each one of us deserve true love. If you do not raise your standards so that you can get what you deserve, they will come in your home. They will eat your food. They will ignore your children when they're at your home. They will be in your home and barely say hello to your children. They will use your car, not put gas in it, blow up the engine. They will ask you for loans and they will never pay back. They will ask you to buy them a cell phone and they will never pay you for the bill. They will ask you, can they move in your home? Especially when you have a nice home. They can't wait to get up in there. They will take advantage of you day in and day out. And then you will be looking hazard, like, what in the world has happened to me? Well, what has happened to you is you have allowed someone to take advantage of you. And that is the ultimate goal of someone who does not care about a woman. And they don't care that you're frazzled. Did I say hazzled? They don't care that you're frazzled, that you are upset, that you don't look like you used to look. They have done what they are accustomed to doing. And ladies, if we surround ourselves with men like that, our boys become men like that. That's why I'm single. That's why I live in my home with my son by myself. Because nobody's coming in here and taking advantage of what I have. Nobody. So my advice to you ladies, and I have more men here tonight. Where are my women at? But I appreciate you all being here because my goal is to share with you how I've owned up to my role and my own pain. It was because of choices that I made. And I'm praying to God these single women are listening to me and they're making some changes in their lives so that they can get what they rightfully deserve. But my concern is we accept someone telling us they like us or they love us. And these people have never showed us that they love us or even liked us. And we have to take responsibility in our lives. We have to own up to our pain, as I wrote in my book, The Little Girl Inside, owning my role in my own pain. You know what that means? I stood up. I examined myself. I said to myself, what in the world have you got yourself into, and why did you get yourself into this? And what was going on in your mind when you made these choices? And once I sat down, I didn't need a shrink to tell me that, to give me those answers. I did it myself. And I came up with the conclusion that it was something going on in me that attracted who I attracted. And we have a tendency of seeing potential in others, women. We have a tendency of seeing potential in others. But guess what? Everybody doesn't live up to their potential. And who are we to determine somebody's potential? Isn't that God's job? Why should we date somebody who's here and say, but he has so much potential. If I work with him, he will be there. Not necessarily. You could be in his life and he could go there, much lower than where you all started. So my suggestion to you is don't deal with people based on potential. That's in my book as well. Deal with people for who they are now, today. Not who you want them to be, where you think they should be, how you think they should be. You deal with them how you see them to be. And don't think you're going to mold them to be who you want them to be. Who are you to change somebody? Who are you to think you can actually make somebody a better person? That's not your calling. That's not any of our callings. It's not our place to fix somebody. God has created all of us to be who we are. I'm not saying that in a sense where he created you to kill somebody, but he created all of this. And it's up to us. That's why he gave us feelings and a mind to do what we know we need to do. So if you're out dating somebody and you see that they could be this, they could be that, but they're really not that, dealing with them in a realistic approach, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. It's a waste of time, ladies, to do that. But I do recommend you focusing on whatever's broken. I stress this all the time. Heal it. Get all the healing that you know you need to get, so you won't even attract somebody that's here. You will attract someone that you are evenly yoked with, so that you all can grow together and love each other and like each other. There are people who are together who don't even like each other. But if a man says he likes you and disrespects you, hits you, dishonors you, cheats on you, steals from you, and then come back and say, I love you, he's lying. He does not love you. In fact, a lot of times he hates you. He resents you. He resents you for being who you are. Be careful about that, ladies. There's a lot of love out here, but there's also a lot of hate out here. And we have a responsibility. We have a responsibility to ourselves, to our children, to those that we love. And we don't need any more pain and sorrow. We need to get rid of, eradicate all the pain and sorrow in our lives and try to start anew. Because if you do, you'll be okay. And it's okay to say, no more. I'm going to do something different in my life. It's okay to be lonely, because it could be a very, very short time that you're lonely. But you got to take that first step. Again, tonight, I'm highly favored. I'm blessed. I'm very excited about my son. The fact that he did make it. He did. He survived. No matter, even though I was 42 when I had him, I carried him to full terms, ate over almost 9 pounds. And he's a big kid. And he's doing well, and I'm so grateful for him. I'm grateful for all my kids. I just feel so highly favored because God took me through all of that drama. And I'm standing, and I'm sitting, and I'm looking right at you to say, we can do this. We can get through anything we want to get through. It doesn't always have to be a bad situation. And you're going to have some friends that disappear, because you've made some changes in your life for the better, and that's okay too. No matter what you do, you make sure you're okay with you, and you got rid of all that pain and sorrow. You gotta release all of the hurt so that you won't go through the hurt again. You know, there's so many of us that go through hurt over and over again. Guess why? Guess why? They never got rid of the hurt. They never got rid of the hurt. So it's repetitive. It's like a domino effect. It keeps growing and growing and growing. It doesn't go away. You just continue to get hurt over and over again because you're like a magnet of hurt and sorrow and pain. No, no more. Say no more. Say no more. No more drama. No more pain. I love me. I like me. Say that to yourself over and over again till you believe it. So you'll start attracting who you deserve. We deserve so much more than who we have. We deserve so much more than who we have if they don't like us. If they don't like you, they can't love you. And we want more than that for ourselves. And don't forget, if you have these type of people in your life and you're raising children, those baby girls are going to attract the same kind of men you brought into their lives. So be careful about mingling with trash and those that you know can't love you, can't even like you. You deserve more. You deserve so much more. You're beautiful, you're blessed, you're confident, and if you're not, you're going to become confident. If you can't hang out with me, you will become confident, because I tell you one thing, life is short. And we got to love ourselves so that we can get the love that we are supposed to get. We don't want to die unhappy. We want to live, and we want to be happy while we're living. We want to be happy while we're living. I want to say thank you for tonight. Hey, Dion, we miss you. I want you all to always know that you're loved, that somebody out there is for you. You don't have to be with the BS. Leave the BS alone. It's not going to help you get where you need to be. It's going to hold you down. If you get rid of the BS, do you know your whole shoulders will feel lighter because of that load being removed out of your life? Get rid of it. Get rid of that load. Love yourself. Honor yourself. And those around you will do the same. They wouldn't dare come to you with BS. They wouldn't do it because they see how you love yourself. So what you give, what you feel in the inside is what you will get on the outside. So I hope that helped. I want you, hey cousins, I want you to know that we have to do some changing within. I can't stress that enough, how important it is to put the mirror up. Don't think about the makeup. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I gotta change. I got to change for me. I got to do better for me. I got to love me. This man hasn't been able to do this for 8 years. And I'm still waiting for him to change. I'm still waiting for him to grow up. I'm still waiting for him to tell me he's sorry for cheating on me 10 times. Come on, ladies. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Move beyond that. Rise above that. Take the first step. I guarantee you, you're going to be very, very happy for taking that first step. Because one thing I do know, if you think about it, anybody who has taken the first step and they believe in God, he completes the other steps for you. You just have to have faith that he's got it from there, and he will have it from there. The house, the car, all of that. I've doubled all of that since I took that first step. Money, all that. I doubled it when I took the first step. I tripled it in some cases. I'm telling you now, love yourself first. You want to be highly favored. You got to have faith in God first. You have to trust that if you take the first step, everything will start coming together. But you have to have faith, and you have to honor yourself. Do not allow anybody to disrespect you. Because if you do, they will continue to disrespect you. I love you guys. I am still a rose. In spite of it all. That will be book number 3, coming out in a few, let's say another month, because it's now with the proofreader. I'm sorry, it's with the editor. Then it goes to the proofreader, but that's I Am Still a Rose, and a lot of that is in my second book coming out down the road. The first one is out right now, The Little Girl Inside, owning my role in my own pain. Understand that. Don't blame anybody for your mistakes. Think about what you could have done better if you took this step, if you had done that. And that's how we grow. We don't have the time to blame Tom, Dick, and Harry. We don't have that time. We don't have the luxury of time on our hands when we're not teenagers. So we have to take responsibility and love yourself. I cannot say that no more than I'm saying it, but I got to keep saying it. Love yourself. Love yourself and watch how things change in your life. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. I'm doing this every Thursday night at about 8 o'clock. Some subject that I feel in my heart that somebody needs to hear. And my goal is to inspire every woman who needs to be inspired and motivated to love herself, not be abused, not be taken advantage of, and to become empowered. I Am Still a Rose is a company that I founded, and I want to help every woman that wants to be helped. Love you guys. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.